Namaste, Hari Om. Welcome to Shevadhi channel. This is the second video in our series Serendipity with Shevadhi. In this particular video, I will be sharing my serendipity that I encountered while learning the Bhagavad Gita with the voluntary organization, the Gita Parivar. I will start off with a brief introduction to the Gita Parivar. I think many of you who have already been learning the Gita, you might have heard of this Gita Parivar, which is a wonderful organization, non-profit organization, doing a wonderful job in spreading the message of the Gita by making the Gita learning possible for each and every person across the world, because they offer online classes in 11 to 12 different languages, and they have time slots pretty much covering all different time zones. And how did I come across the Gita Parivar? As you might know, those who have watched our videos that are published on a Shevadhi channel, I've been pursuing the Gita learning for a few years. And while looking for some information related to the Bhagavad Gita online, I happened to come across the Gita Parivar website URL, and then I enrolled myself for the classes. And I will leave the website URL in the description section of this video, and those who are interested in learning the Gita can definitely check it out. And coming back to my experience, I enrolled myself in the class in this learning series with Gita Parivar. And during the first level, there actually Gita is taught in 4 different levels: L1, L2, L3, and L4. And the very first level, they teach you 2 adhyayas, starting with chapter 12, which is Bhakti Yoga, and chapter 15, which is Purushottama Yoga. So, and what was the serendipity related to this is, when we conclude a particular level, at the end of this level 1, level 2, each and every level learning, Gita Parivar holds what is called as Anandotsav. Basically, it's like marking the conclusion of a particular level, just like what we do in our college or school. We were asked, all the Gita sadhaks were asked to participate. Basically, since it was an online event, each and every person could contribute either by singing a song or sharing their experience with the Gita Parivar, and or recite a shloka or different things. So at the beginning of any event is light the lamp, right? So there is this particular thing, lighting the lamp, is called Deepa Prajwalan. So they had sent a song, and they said, who will do the Deepa Prajwalan? So I liked the song. I volunteered. I wanted to learn that song and sing the song. And later I found out that we are supposed to record a video where we offer the prayer and the arati to the Almighty, and then send that video, which will be played during the Anandotsav. Since I had signed up for it, and I actually had to do it, which was really, that was such a blessing. Without knowing, I signed up for it, and that particular video was played at the beginning of our level 1's Anandotsav event. So really, I felt it was indeed a blessing from the Almighty. And that video will be shared in this particular video. So I was really, that was like the best thing that could happen to me. So that is one of the serendipity. Okay. And continuing with my serendipity with the Gita learning is, you can, after you learn the adhyayas with the Gita Parivar, once you feel ready, you can take up the exam. Okay. Again, there are 4 different levels of exams. The very first one is called Gita Jijnasu, where you are supposed to memorize Adhyaya 12, 15, and 16. And the format of the exam is, this is going to be an online exam where you will be with the examiner one-on-one, and you have to keep your eyes closed, no earphones, and you have to basically recite the shlokas that they are going to ask you to recite. Okay, so that is the format, and I was a bit hesitant. Gita learning, it's not like memorizing some poem or something. To me, and I think to many of you out there, the Gita learning is kind of like inculcating the teachings from the Gita and inculcating those things in our life. So, and if we do that, if we are able to do that, continuing on that the sadhana path, I think our life will be so much more joyful. And during that journey, we also become a better person. That has been my personal experience. So coming back to my exam, so I decided to give my exam, Gita Jignasu exam, and that happened sometime last month. You will be evaluated based on how well you have memorized the shlokas and also the pronunciation. My examiner was and the coordinator were very supportive and very encouraging, and they tried to motivate each and every person who was appearing for the exam that day. And we had to wait for a few hours before the results were announced. And the next morning, I got my mark sheet. Really, the marks that I got was 100 on 100. I really felt that it happened because of the way that my gurus had taught me how to recite the shlokas, and also because of the Almighty's blessings. It's another serendipity, because I didn't expect, even though I felt, oh, that would be good if I got the 100 on 100 marks, but I didn't think that I was ready or I will be able to do it. So with Almighty's grace and thanks to all my gurus from the Gita Parivar, and also the guru who put me on the path of the Gita learning. So I think with that, with all the blessings from everybody, I was able to get this 100 on 100. And I am not sharing this with you all just to tout my horn. It is not for that. This is just to encourage everybody out there, whoever is interested in learning the Gita, to take up this Gita learning earnestly, because Gita Parivar is providing us all a wonderful opportunity to do this Gita learning. And when you actually interact with the people in the group, you come across so many sadhakas, Gita sadhakas, who are very inspiring. Even though you don't know them, you haven't met them earlier, within that short duration, we formed such a great bond with each other. It really feels like a family, as the name suggests, Gita Parivar. In fact, during my level 1 and level 2 classes, right now I am in level 3 of learning. And we have actually formed the bond. It's been really wonderful because we are all trying to learn the Gita. And so somewhere or the other, we have these, we are all trying to become more sattvic in nature, inculcating the sattvic qualities and become a better human being. So that is why all the connections that we have made through the Gita Parivar have been very, very meaningful connection. And so that is why I urge all of you, whoever is interested in learning the Gita, to take up Gita learning through the Gita Parivar. And as always, I wish you all a very happy, healthy, prosperous, and a contented life. Stay blessed, stay happy always. Dhanyavadaha. Hari Om.
Namaste. Jai Shri Krishna.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां